Hello, year one, and welcome to Monday, the 25th of January. It is your computing lesson. Okay, now before I begin, I did promise you that you could meet my little kitten called Charlie. He was very naughty earlier and he decided to come in and start making a little bit of mischief while we were trying to do our reading skills. But he would love to say hello. So here is Charlie. Say hello, Charlie. And he's a very cheeky chap, but he's fitted in really, really nicely here. And everyone in my class knows that I do love kitty cats. So this is Charlie, and he's mostly a good boy, but he keeps trying to jump on in my videos when I'm at home, which is very cheeky. Okay, now we're going to crack on with our computing. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get cracking. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at our We Are Collectors unit. Okay, now this whole unit is all about kind of copying and pasting images or pictures onto PowerPoint. Now I know some of you had some issues with PowerPoint last week, 2 weeks ago, and that's absolutely fine. I have got some alternatives for you, and I will post a link in the description box at the bottom of the video so that you can hopefully access something or an alternative piece of software so you can join in these lovely, lovely lessons. Okay, so what we're going to do is the first thing we need to do is we log on to a computer safely. Okay, now whether we're at home or whether we're at school, we need to do this safely. So we're going to turn on the laptop, or you might be using a desktop computer. That means a big one that might be in someone's working from home office or a desk. That's fantastic. You turn that on nice and safely. Now, usually what we do at school is we would check our username and our password. And remember, our usernames and passwords are unique to us. So that means we shouldn't share them with anybody. Okay, so if we were at school, our username would go in the top, our password would go in the bottom. And the reason I'm telling you this is because hopefully when you guys do come back to school, we can get cracking straight away with our computing skills, because I think this is such an important skill for you guys to learn very, very quickly, along with how to type. Okay, so there's a little thing at the bottom here that if you do have a laptop, it will have a mouse pad at the bottom. And you can see a little picture here. Okay, I'm using my work laptop at the moment and I have a mouse pad at the bottom. So I move with my pointy finger around and I can click. Okay, so I can click here and the words will highlight, or I can click on the picture. Have a little go at practicing clicking using the mouse pad. If you're using a desktop, you might have a proper mouse. Now, the reason it's called a mouse is because it looks like a little mouse with a tail, okay, because most of them you used to have to plug in. Now we have them that are wireless, which is fantastic. So have a go at just moving the cursor, that's this little arrow that you can see around the screen, and have a go at clicking and clicking off, clicking, clicking off. Have a go at doing that. Okay, once we've logged on safely, we're going to start to open an application and we're going to look to open Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, now we can find our work from last week. Okay, I know it says yesterday, but we're going to work on our work from 2 weeks ago. So if you don't have Microsoft PowerPoint or you don't have access, I have posted a link to some free alternatives to Microsoft Office that you can use and download on your computer. Alternatively, you might have Microsoft Word, you might have Paint on your computer, you might have some sort of software that you can copy and paste images, resize them, put some text in there. That's all you need for these series of lessons. That would be fantastic. Okay. So the way that we're going to open it is you can either click here on the window, okay, and you can scroll down and find PowerPoint under the P section, or you might have a little search bar like me at the bottom here, and you can click on there and you can type in PowerPoint and load up the app that looks like this. Okay, now when we're in here today, we're going to be creating a new document. So we're going to double click on blank presentation. If we wanted to find our work from last week, okay, what we would do is we click on File, Open, okay, and then we would have to have a little look at Browsing, you'd have to have a look on your computer where you have saved it. Okay, so let me see if I can find in my documents. Okay. There we go, there's my one, Mr. K, and I would click open. And as you can see, it was our lesson that we did before where we were searching for animals and you guys were copying and pasting lovely, lovely pictures. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to make a new document. So again, we're going to click on File, we're going to click on New, we're going to double click, that means 2 clicks, click, click on blank presentation. Okay, that looks like this. And you can see it says click to add a title, click to add a subtitle. I want you to click in here and I want you to add a title. And I want us to write the word fish. Okay, so let's just sound out the word fish. We've got fish. Okay, so let's have a go at typing that. So let's find our Okay, excellent. You can see when I click the space bar, this letter turns to a capital, which is really, really fantastic. In our subtitle, I want you to put your name. So I'm going to put by Mr. Okay, and have a go at practicing your typing. It's very confusing on a keyboard because most of the time the letters are capital letters and we don't write in capital letters all the time, do we? No, we don't. Okay, but you can have a go there. What we can do now is we're going to use a search engine and we're going to have a look at inputting some images onto this. So I might click on Insert, I might click on Pictures, and we've got stock images. Okay, while it loads up with stock images, what that means is we can use PowerPoint and actually look at their library of pictures. It's like a little online library of lovely pictures. And again, you can type in fish. And let's see if any fish pop up. Oh, well, we've got some dolphins swimming about there. I think they count. And we've got a lovely picture here of some kind of coral. So I'm going to click on that and click on the dolphins. And I'm going to click on Insert. Whoa, they come up really big, don't they? And you can see the box is illuminated, it's highlighted. So what we can do is we can click here. We can click and hold that clicker down. Don't let go. And then drag your finger and oh my goodness, the pictures are getting smaller. So that is called resizing. Then you can click off them, click on a picture, and you can drag and move it around. Okay, how fantastic is that? So I've already got 2 pictures and I got those from PowerPoint. So have a go. Can you find on your piece of software an insert button where it might show you some pictures in their library? Okay. Now, it's also very, very important that we save this document before we do anything else, because our computer might crash or our computer might shut down, we might run out of charge. So it's always, always important that we save. So I'm going to click on File, Save As, Browse, and then I'm going to name it Fish by Mr. K. And then I click Save. And now all of my work is safe. It is saved beautifully on there, so nobody can make it disappear. It's saved, it's safe. No need to panic. So I'm going to minimize that, and we can get rid of our one from a couple of weeks ago. So remember those alternatives, they're in the description below if you need to have a look at different software. So we're going to start a new presentation, which we've already done. We've clicked on File, we've clicked on New, we've clicked on Blank Presentation. We've added a title and your name, and we've saved it. So we're going to make a presentation on fish. But do you know any different types of fish? Have a little think. Do you know any types of fish? It's a tricky one, isn't it? You might know goldfish. You might know clownfish. Okay, I think Nemo from the Finding Nemo films is a clownfish, isn't he? Do you know any more types of fish? Excellent. Well, we can definitely search for some of those as well. So we're going to be using a search engine today to find animal pictures. So remember, step number 1, we have to open the internet. Then we're going to do a Google search. I'm going to click on images. We're going to find an image that we like. And always remember, if you ever see an image you don't like, you can close the page. Okay, remember we've got these icons in the corner up here. We've got a cross. That means close it down. So if you don't like what you see, you can always click close. We've got these 3 boxes. Can you remember what that does? Yeah, that makes it a little bit smaller. And then I can make it bigger again. And then we have our minimize button, which if I click it, it makes it disappear down to the bottom of my screen down here. Okay, so I am going to stop sharing my screen so that I am back on the screen. And now we're going to load up a search engine. Okay, now you might have to get an adult's help for this because you might have a different search engine installed. I use Google Chrome, so I'm going to show you how to use that. So down at the bottom, I have Google saved here. But if you don't, you could go on the start bar and then you might find Google in there, or you might use Internet Explorer. Ask an adult what search engine you're going to use. So I'm going to click on there, and I've got my YouTube up at the moment because I have been loading your videos. So I'm going to add a new tab by clicking the add button at the top. Okay, and I'm now going to search for some fish. Okay, so we've got to type in fish. Okay, and I'm going to click enter. And when it comes up like this, it comes up with lots of web pages. Okay, if we scroll down, you can scroll down by scrolling on the mouse pad, or you click read. My internet's being a little bit slow, but that's okay. And look, we have got fantastic pictures here of lots and lots of lovely fish, and I can keep scrolling. Oh my goodness, there's one wearing a Santa hat. How funny. Okay, there's big fish, small fish, scary looking fish. Oh my goodness. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like to collect as many fish pictures as you can, and we're going to use copy and paste. I wonder if you can remember how we do that. Talk to the person at home. Can you remember? If not, please don't panic. I'm going to show you now. So I like this goldfish picture. So I'm going to click on it. Remember, I'm going to click with the right clicker. Okay. And remember, you can do this. There's a left clicker and there's a right clicker. Now you might need a little bit of help showing that. When I click on my right clicker, it pops up with a little menu like this. I'm going to scroll right down until I see copy image. Image is just another posh word for picture. So I'm going to click on that. Then down at the bottom here, I need to find my PowerPoint or whatever piece of software you're using. I click on that and there's my PowerPoint back. I'm going to right click again and I'm going to click on the picture button. Okay, right click, click on the picture button, and there it is. And then I can drag it to where I want it to be. And what I want you to do is fill your entire page with some fish. You might get big, scary fish. You might get small fish. Fill it with lots of fish. If you want to go one step further, what you could do is you could start putting some text boxes and naming the fish. The way that you do that is you click on insert, you click on text box, and then you draw a text box, and then you can type. You could show off some of your typing skills. Goldfish. Okay, excellent. Remember, when you're finished and you want to save your work, you click on the little save button at the top. Okay, so I've made sure I have saved my work. So I'm going to go back. I can't wait to see the lovely PowerPoints that you create. Okay, if you have any problems, please feel free to email, but hopefully you'll have a cracking time searching. Here is how you copy and paste. Just to remind you, right click, copy, right click, paste, and remember to save your work. Fill your presentation page with as many pictures of fish as you can. And if we were at school, what we would do is we would leave our laptops open and we'd walk around and see, like an art gallery, how many fantastic fish you had found. Okay, I hope you enjoy this lesson. It's a really fantastic lesson and a great skill that I promise you, you will use throughout your life. Enjoy, team.